Court is calling 2022 CR 0841C State versus Kayla Connor. Can I have parties announced for the record? For the state?
Ashley Jones for the state.
For the defense?
Roberto Messina.
And are you Kayla Connor?
Yes.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision? State's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke probation with your attorney. Did you understand it? Are you the same Kayla? Is it Janine Connor, who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 0841C for the offense of injury to a child with intentional bodily injury on August 25th, 2022 for a period of 5 years. Is that you? All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison, and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that,
and here we go. The judge calls State versus Kayla Connor. Now notice something right away. This isn't a brand new trial. We're jumping straight into a probation revocation hearing. That means Kayla already had a shot at avoiding prison. But the state is saying she broke the deal. Stakes? Extremely high. If the judge agrees, she could be staring at up to 10 years in prison.
Condition number 4. Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. All right. State, what are you requesting?
Given that defendant has not related for the over during the past now, and given her history and now that to state like 2 years.
All right. Vince, what are you requesting?
Judge, I'm requesting that the court jail sanction regarding adjudication adjudicate for or possibly I saw there was a recommendation for probation. Their recommendation was to extend it. So I think the only positives would be maybe side like I did have a witness.
Did? You catch that? By admitting the violation, Kayla basically hands the judge the keys to her future. Guilty finding, up to 10 years, and even a $10,000 fine. Imagine being in her shoes. Would you roll the dice on mercy, or fight tooth and nail to keep your freedom? Let me know in the comments what you do.
All right, can you call your witness?
Carmen Rodriguez.
It's kind
of. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Carmen Rodriguez now.
Good morning. How long have you known Kayla Connor?
I believe the first time I met her was around 2014, right before I noticed patient is gone.
And she's essentially friends with your daughter.
Correct. Time.
Okay. And so you've known Kayla for a while. What type of family life did she? As long as you've known.
It wasn't when I met her. She was a grandmother because she has her parents were early in the future. And when we left and came back, we started talking to her again last year, and that's when we found out that everything that had happened, and she was not in a good relationship, and she was trying to get away from that person. So her and my daughter had got in contact again, but it wasn't good again.
She has had a hard life. So.
Boom! The prosecution wastes no time. They're asking for 2 years in the Texas Department of Corrections. Translation: prison time, not probation. That's their way of saying she's had chances, she blew him, and now it's time to lock her up. This is where the defense has to pull every card they've got.
And with respect to probation, I guess you were recently made aware she had a warrant for essentially not reporting probation.
Yes, I probably around, I want to say around 2 years, he let it be known. And at that time, I was trying to talk to her, and I don't know what the process would be, so I was trying to convince her if we could hire a lawyer to explain what needed to be done.
And so once you were made aware of the situation, you advised her to deal with the warrant for yourself.
What, yeah, whatever I don't know if she would have had to go to probation or what.
And do you feel like you've been a positive influence in her life?
I feel yes.
She essentially spent a lot of time in the house the last few months.
Yes.
She lived there, or just
Sometimes my husband and I joke that she lived there.
okay. And if the judge were to continue her on probation in some form or fashion, would you allow?
Here's the defense strategy. Paint Kayla as more than her mistakes. Carmen, a family friend, talks about her rough childhood bad, relationships, and lack of support. This is huge because judges do weigh character and support systems. The defense wants the court to see a struggling young mother who needs guidance, not just punishment.
This is a short term. I'll watch you.
Yes. As long as she abides by the rules.
Based on what you've seen, do you think that'll be a problem?
No, I don't think so. I just think she needs the guidance.
Do you think there's good in Kayla? Does Judge Kayla know?
I know she's screwed out.
Do you think that Kayla lacks some structure and support and growing up? Provide that?
Yes.
Help provide it? Thank you.
All right, any questions?
Roger. I think it was around 2014 that we left in 2015. Then, so I knew her then. I had a good finish. Started off there. Well, they got started before. Yeah, before we left, and then when we came back, I would say it was last year that it started. Well, I came back in 2018, but she was, my daughter was in college.
Okay, so from 2015 last year, you know that happened.
Personally, no. Just my daughter saying, "Oh, I talked to her." Yeah.
Alright. Mr. Yosh.
Any further questions?
No,
I have a couple. No one has any objection.
no objection.
And now, Kayla takes the stand. Notice her tone, remorseful, scared, but hopeful. She admits fear kept her from facing the warrant and says she's in a better place now. Classic probation plea move, highlight growth, show accountability. But here's the million-dollar question. Is the judge buying it, or does this sound like excuses we've heard before?
So you mentioned that she was in a bad relationship. Was that the relationship she was in while she was on probation? And did she ever discuss with you that Child Protective Services was in her life?
Child Protective Service. Well, she told me about the case and that she had certain requirements she was making.
All right. And did she tell you her requirements with Child Protective Services?
I didn't ask specifics.
All right.
I was just kind of trying to get her to get back on track with probation.
Thank you so much for coming down. I appreciate you coming down. All right. Any other witnesses?
Just look for calling.
Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Kayla Connor.
All right, you may proceed.
Good morning, Phil. You heard the testimony of Carmen. The judge would have you on probation to reside with Carmen. That's why you were young.
Yes.
You were mentioned crime, violence, involved relationship. See, is that?
Yes.
When did that?
About May of last year.
So May of 2024. So that was kind of during this period of time that the war. Why should the judge give you enough?
I'm in a better place than I was when all of this happened. I understand that I messed up. I did not go about it the right way, but I'm out of that relationship and that situation that I was in. I know now that I have the support team that I do have, I am capable and more confident in myself now. I can get this done.
Why didn't you deal with the war?
Honestly, I was scared. I've never been in trouble before.
So like criminal cases
Yeah.
like that.
So I've really had no idea how it was going to go. Due to being a mother of 4 kids, I just wanted your time away from them. That's really all it is.
And essentially, I wasn't on that case previously. That's what you told me. You were given a
And there it is, the gavel drops. The judge revokes her probation and hands down 5 years in prison. Not the 2 years the prosecution asked for, not the probation her defense begged for, but something harsher. That's the risk of deferred adjudication. You mess up, and the full weight of the original sentence comes crashing down. What do you think? Was 5 years justice served, or did the system just give up on her too soon? Drop your thoughts below.
period of time that you needed to provide residents in Boone County. And told me to get residents in Boone County, you were late providing notice in the war.
Yes.
So that went out quite some time ago. After that, you didn't deal with it. You had the warrant.
Yes.
If the judge were to continue to say the same thing wouldn't happen.
Like I said, I'm confident that I'm not going to slip up. I'm out of the situation that I was in, and that was a very big factor to why things went the way that they did. And now I'm working on myself and my future for myself and for my kids.
And you have minor children, correct? How old are your children? 4. And what are the ages?
5. My twin boys are 4. And my youngest is
And where are you?
2. They live with their father.
Okay. And so you have family custody essentially?
There's nothing really in place. There's just a verbal agreement due to the fact that I had the warrant. I thought it would be best if they lived with him until I was able to get figured out.
Okay. And so you voluntarily. Is there anything else you want the judge to know why she can sit on probation?
All I have to say is that if you give me another opportunity, I won't make you regret it.
All right, any questions, State?
Nicholas Treble. Yes.
I have some questions. There are no objections.
No judge.
All right. So this relationship that you were in, that previous witness says was not a good relationship. Was that the relationship with the boyfriend who was supposedly working at Toyota? Or was this some new person? Or, oh, you say Tesla?
Yeah, Chestnut.
All right, so that was him?
Yes.
All right. So, do you recall being here for a compliance hearing? And at that compliance hearing, there were 2 CPS caseworkers. Do you recall that? And do you recall that nobody knew where you were living as you would move from place to place? Did you recall that? Do you recall that?
Honestly, no. I was in touch with my probation officer.
Now, I want you to listen to my question. Do you recall the compliance hearing where the issue was you were moving from place to place and taking your children with you? Do you recall this?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
Do you recall coming in where the caseworkers, one was by Zoom, well, actually, both of them were by Zoom, and do you recall coming in and one of the complaints was that you were testing positive for marijuana? Do you recall that?
Yes.
And do you recall that your CPS caseworkers had no idea that you were testing positive for marijuana in this? Do you recall that?
Yes.
And do you recall my ruling saying that you were to leave the home with that boyfriend? Do you recall that?
No.
Okay. All right, I have no further questions. All right, any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And I've heard both your arguments and what you were requesting. This is what the court is going to do. The court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to find you guilty. The court is going to grant the motion. The court is going to sentence you to 5 years in prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it inside? Did you understand that and sign it? You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations and the motions, not the fact that you are in deferred adjudication. Because of a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question of what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to seek an attorney. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're also not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Court, you